I'm Katie Uhlmann reporting for Katie Chats at the North York Arts and the Toronto Centre for the Arts partnership launch in Toronto. I'm here with Claire Hopkinson, the Director and CEO of the Toronto Arts Foundation. Tell me a little bit about what you're most excited for the coming together of the Toronto Arts Centre and North York Arts here this evening.
Well, what's great, it's like bringing community, and it's about animating this center with artists and people who want to connect with arts, whether it's community engaged arts, whether it's the arts gallery, but people can find a new home for the arts in North York. And North York has a lot of artists, a lot of very talented people. So here they can come and find out information of what's going on, but they've got this home. That's very exciting, and it's quite profound. And because it is north of Eglinton, it is north of the 401, and there's a lot of wonderful people here who deserve to have a place that they can really feel is their artistic home.
And can you speak a little bit to the wonderful work that North York Arts has been doing with youth in the community, going out and creating art in public spaces to make it more lively, that type of thing?
You just did.
Yeah.
Well, you probably know that one of the big signature events is Cultura, which is 4 weekends every summer. And I mean, when you go there and you see all the little children dancing in front of the stage, this fantastic band, and then the families stay for a film into the evening, and you think this is really community. This is really people connecting with art, people coming out on a Friday night to be with their neighbors in a free open air event. But I think the work that perhaps North York Arts, it's not as evident, is the work they're doing to connect with many of the hundreds of local, well, I'm going to say community centers, arts centers, Karma Creative, individual artists who are looking to make that connection, to show their work, to be part of a scene. And Toronto has one of the most vibrant art scenes in the world, and we want more people across the city to be part of it.
And as someone who's, been in the arts has had an amazing career in the arts, and you've been developing and producing opera and musical theater for over 25 years. Can you tell me a little bit about the importance of sharing Canadian stories, about, nurturing the Canadian arts?
Well, that's a big subject, one that touches my heart. I guess if you don't mind, I'll just go to one show that was indelibly printed on my soul, which took 10 years to develop. And it was about the building of the railroad by the Chinese workers. And so we commissioned this opera by Chan Kanin. And it took 10 years to develop, to find singers who could sing in Cantonese and English. We did it at the Elgin Winter Garden with the Governor General in attendance and the Deputy Prime Minister. And to have these families come out, and many, I'm going to say elderly women, some of whom didn't really speak English, come to see their story on stage, to feel their story is an important part of Canadian history, and to feel honored by having their story on stage. Now that's, of course, only just one example. That was called Iron Road. And then it was made into a television miniseries, which I'm very happy to say. But there's many. I mean, you think of all the doors in North York. Behind every third door, there's probably an incredible story of hardship, perhaps, as somebody who escaped challenging circumstances to make their way to Canada. And they have an important story, and often the arts are the way that story can be told, because it's made possible through music or dance. It may not be a story that they felt they could share with their family, but once it's produced through art, then they can bring their family to it. And I know as a producer, I've been privileged and honored to be part of that experience. So I think we are uniquely positioned in this very diverse city, in this diverse country, which welcomes so many people from different cultural backgrounds, which are They have their own cultural traditions that are beautiful and excellent and quite profound. That by making more opportunities through North York Arts, through funding, through sponsors, through donors, to make this art and this storytelling possible, will make us a richer society. Will build bridges of understanding, which is really important in such a big city. Will foster tolerance and give people a sense of their identity in this city. So those are perhaps sounding lofty, but I've seen it myself in my career of how it actually manifests itself. So that's what keeps me optimistic and, I'm going to say, excited for this kind of adventure in North York.
Absolutely. Congratulations, that's amazing. And can you tell me a little bit about this beautiful outfit you have on? Because I hear it's made by a Canadian designer.
Thank you, yes. Well, I'm always happy to give Rosemary Umetsu a plug, because she's a wonderful artist in her own right, and I'll just do a little pirouette.
Yeah.
And she does do a lot of outfits for artists and a lot for singers who might have to crush one or two ball gowns in a suitcase and run off to Europe to do their concerts. And so she makes them very flexible, let's put it that way, and beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So thank you for asking.
Well, thank you so much. Congratulations on a tremendous career and the collaboration with the North York Arts and this beautiful building here this evening.
Thank you for coming.
Thank
It's
you.
wonderful.
Thank you. I'm Katie Uhlmann reporting for Katie Chats at the Toronto Centre for the Arts.